So you're ambitious. You've got big dreams. You want to be successful, fulfilled, to live the life you've imagined. But there's a problem. You're not doing the work. You know what you should be doing, yet day after day you don't do it. And what follows is that familiar cycle: guilt, shame, and eventually acceptance. You tell yourself, I'm just lazy. But here's the truth. You're not lazy. You're stuck. Stuck in a loop of procrastination, where the same goals from last year show up again, this time with a new journal and another burst of New Year motivation. But that motivation fades. Procrastination creeps back in, and you start believing that this is just who you are. But what if I told you that this isn't a character flaw? That procrastination isn't laziness, it's inertia. The same principle that governs objects in physics also governs your behavior. In physics, inertia is the tendency of an object at rest to stay at rest, and an object in motion to stay in motion, unless acted upon by an external force. That's Newton's first law, and it applies not just to falling apples, but to your unfinished side project, your unread books, and that gym membership collecting dust. Getting started on anything, no matter how small, takes an initial push. But here's where it gets interesting. We often make that push so massive in our minds that we never even begin. Let's say you need to write a 5,000-word essay. Telling yourself, I need to finish this today, creates massive resistance. The stakes feel too high. So instead, you scroll, you binge, you do anything except start. That's because your brain is protecting you from perceived effort, not actual difficulty. So the solution isn't more willpower, it's less pressure. The first way to break inertia is simple. Reduce the stakes. Tell yourself, I'll write just 50 words, or I'll do one push-up, or I'll open the laptop, that's it. You're not trying to finish the marathon, you're just tying your shoes. Why? Because starting is the hardest part. Once you start, the inertia flips, and now momentum is on your side. Another powerful method? The 2-minute rule. If a task feels overwhelming, tell yourself, I'll do it for just 2 minutes. Then I can stop. For example, you don't feel like cleaning? Play one song. Clean until it ends. Done. The magic? You usually keep going. Because, again, objects in motion tend to stay in motion. You've already broken the wall. Now you're flowing. At first, pushing yourself to start feels like rolling a heavy ball uphill. But once you get past that initial resistance, even slightly, it starts rolling downhill. That's why starting small is not a weak move. It's a strategic one, because motion creates momentum, and momentum creates progress. You can use this in any area of your life. Want to go to the gym? Just put on your shoes and walk out the door. Want to fix your sleep? Just lie down and read a page. Want to reconnect with someone? Send a 10-word message. The goal isn't to finish, the goal is to start. You're not lazy, you're human. And humans, like objects, stay stuck until nudged. So don't wait for motivation. Just lower the bar. Make it so small, it's impossible to fail. I've created a free, simple habit tracker to help you build that momentum, one micro action at a time. It's linked below. Try it for just 7 days. You don't need to change your life overnight, you just need to take the first step.